It's about a $30 game by itself. We got a Switch for $139, Tommy.
I just put this deck out this morning.
I asked if they would take 50. What is up, Internet? Retro here, and welcome back to another episode of the $10 Game Collection Challenge.
Season 2.
We are on a quest to build the largest N64 collection possible, starting off with just a $10 bill, only to give away the entire collection to all of you at the end of the series in December. So the collection has exploded, and we have sold a couple more items, so let's jump into some updates. Guys, the series is starting to get really fun. We have all of this money in the game fund and 58 different N64 games with staples like Donkey Kong, Banjo-Kazooie, these Pokemon games, all of these games down here in this beautiful jungle green N64. We left off with $821.06 in the game fund, but we sold some more stuff on our last Whatnot stream in the Buy It Now section at the fair market value. We sold a bunch of Wii stuff like Trauma Team, Mario Kart Wii, New Super Mario Bros. Wii, and some accessories, and a couple other things I can't remember at this point. But after our fees, we get to net $161.09, making our grand total $982.15 in the game fund. Nearly $1,000 in the game fund to go hunt at flea markets, Goodwills, garage sales, even retail shops to build up the N64 collection even more. Let's go. Do you care if I see a couple of these down here? There's these three right here. Yeah, those three at the end. And then this blue one. Some of these that are turned around towards you. I'm good on all of these, just these right here. Okay. So a quick little pickup at that Goodwill. We got 2 Wii U games and 2 original Wii games. We spent $8 on these, if it focuses, $8. And I think this one is worth 10. Snoopy's Grand Adventure, never played that before, but looks decently interesting. Monster High, New Ghoul in School. This is the one that originally got my attention, mainly because I've never heard of it before. I mean, I've seen so many Wii games, but I've never seen this one before. It almost looks like a point and click game, potentially. I don't know, but it's worth 13. And then Indiana Jones 2. The adventure continues. All in, we spent 8, and they are worth roughly $42. Decent pickup. So we're at the pawn shop where we used to score all the time. Like, we used to always score at this pawn shop, and I don't know why, but it has been quite a while since I've gotten anything at this pawn shop. But this particular day, they did have some Xbox 360 games that were at least worth looking at and checking on some prices. You see me pick up GTA 5. I tend to pick up that game a lot because it just sells quickly. Now, it doesn't sell for a ton, but it's still a decent one to pick up. The older games here are only $3 a piece. So for $3 each, these are definitely worth picking up, and they tend to cut us some deals as well. So to pick up 4 Xbox 360 games pretty cheap was a pretty good day. All right, pretty solid pickup at iPawn. So they ended up hooking me up, buy 3, get 1 for free. Sometimes they do that. It just depends on who is working that day. $981 for all 4 of these games. I always pick up GTA 5 just because they sell so well. I think this is around a $10 to $12 game, so we'll just say 10. So $20 there. Deadpool, which is complete. I think this sells for around 14-ish. And then the best one, surprisingly, is Forza Horizon on the Xbox 360, about 18 to 20. So right here, we spent just under $10, and we have a value of about $50 to $55. Great pickup. So already some pretty decent finds, easy items to flip to make more money to add to our game fund. But before we get back into it, I want to thank Current for sponsoring this video. We've also teamed up with Current to give away $300. 3 people will win $100 each. So let me tell you guys a little bit about Current. It is 100% banking from my phone, mobile app, and debit card. I feel like I just time traveled to the future. Great Scott. There is no minimum balance, and overdraft fee is free up to 200 bucks. Big bonus, you can get your paycheck 2 days faster with direct deposit. Plus, there's a new feature called interest that gets you 4% APY. That is 60x the national average, which is pretty crazy. You can go download the app and use my code RetroRick so you don't miss out on 4%. Remember again that 3 lucky people who use the link and code will be selected to win $100. Thank you again to Current for sponsoring this video. Let's get back into it. So here we are at another pawn shop, and they had a ton of games, and they actually cut us some deals.
Bunch of switches, like a ton. There's one there, 2, 3, 4.
Another one over there. See if they have any, just, oh yeah, there's some games right there. Where's Wii Sports Resort, Mario Kart? Some decent stuff. Let's see what they have on those. How much do you have on these?
There's 5 apiece. 5. Did you want to see this other one?
Yeah, sure.
I just put this stack out this morning.
You just put them out? So we end up getting 3 games from this pawn shop, and this guy is always super cool. He always works with me, and he gave me 3 games for $9 out the door, no tax. So $3 each, which was a really great price, especially since we got Mario Kart and Wii Sports Resort. Oh, it's all good. No, man, you always take care of me.
I try to be fair.
Dude, no, seriously. I'm just kind of looking around. You have like video games or anything like that?
We do kind of a small selection on this top shelf over here on the left.
Okay, cool.
So that makes it $54.50.
Another solid pickup, guys. We got the Zelda 3DS variant handheld, not the 3DS XL, but the 3DS. Really cool to see this at a pawn shop. They wanted $60 for it. I asked if they would take 50. They said yes. After tax, $54.50. Comes with this beat up case and the charger. I'm seeing these sell for roughly $130 plus, even up to $150, which is pretty crazy. It does power on. It needs a little bit of a clean, but nothing that we can't take care of. After we sell this, after fees, we'll net about $70. So great pickup at the pawn shop. It's been quite some time since I've been into this game exchange, but let's see.
Silicon Valley is destroyed. Smash Bros looks good.
So we're looking at these N64 games, and then up here on the top shelf, I see Conker's Bad Fur Day, which would be friggin' amazing, but it is a repro cart, which is a huge bummer. Can I see a couple of these 64 games down here? Oh look, actually all 4 of them down here. You could. We are adding 3 N64 games to the collection. 3 great games, by the way. The first one is South Park Chef's Love Shack. Now, I've never played this one. I played South Park Rally a ton, but never gave that one a shot. We got Super Smash Bros, the OG, the original for the N64. And then lastly, we got Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2, my favorite Tony Hawk game that I think they ever made.
Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 for N64 and Game Boy Advance. Rated E for everyone.
I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it out loud. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2. So we got these for retail price, which is fine because we're just not finding these at garage sales and flea markets, and we get to add 3 killer N64 games to the collection. Tommy just told me about a potential pickup in this pawn shop. Let's see what they got.
And actually Nintendo Switches too. I mean, these look like they're brand new, but there's one back there that looks like it's 159 used. I don't know.
Oh, interesting. Is it just the dock?
No, it has the Switch next to it. It's weird because it's mirrored, so I don't know. Like,
Yeah, take a look at that. So here we go. Skylanders. That's about a $30 game by itself.
and then it has a lot of the big figures.
Okay, so look, Tommy's here.
Hey, what's up, everybody? And these are what I'd seen.
Oh yeah, I've never seen those.
These are like $30 a piece, 20 to $30 a piece. just for these two things. And then there's another one with it. Has the base.
Is that one about the same as well?
The other ones were like about 10.
Okay.
So, and then there's several of
figures?
the big figures with that game, and then some figures from older sets. So like you can see with this green base, this is like from the first set. Base
Okay.
set.
I don't know a ton, guys, about these. You might be screaming at the screen right now, but really the money is here in the crystals.
And the base probably is worth something.
Do you guys care if we see a switch down here?
This is a great game.
This one down here at the bottom right.
No, I don't think it's missing anything. There's no HDMI cable with it, but that's like doesn't really matter.
We usually don't have one with
Yeah.
them. Even the ones in the boxes don't have that.
How's the joysticks look? Do you know if they could give us a deal if we got this too? If we bought that and that? I don't know how long that's been sitting there, but
That'd be $139.99 and $29.99.
yeah, that's great. Let's do that. All right, thank you, Tommy, for the heads up on this deal. So this was $185.49, $185.49, and we got a Switch, which it's not like the cleanest ever, but it's not bad at all. We powered it up, turned on, which was good. Just missing the stand. You can get this for like $4. These are expensive. Like just this and the charger it's like 70 or 80 bucks. We got a Switch for $139, Tommy. How do you feel about that?
Great.
That's amazing, dude. And then this was what actually brought us in. I don't know exactly, but we're pretty sure these are like 20 to 25 bucks each, this one and then these right here. So I think we're gonna make our money back. We spent 29 on this. Just the game itself is worth about that. So I think probably another, 40 bucks in value at least. So we just killed it at the pawn shop. Pawn shops are not dead. Let's go. So I'm at a flea market with Chuck. This is actually last week's Retro Life episode, and we find a killer N64 game.
We got
Batman and Beyond.
25. I think that's really good.
And $10 game collection, bro. We'll add that to.
That's a good idea.
Because we don't have it yet. 25 may seem like a lot. I think that game has went up quite a bit. At least 40, I think.
Let's take a look.
What we got, Chuck? Sold listings for
Sold
Batman.
listings. The last sold listing, cart only, was 52 plus 480 shipping.
52,
55.
50. Jeez.
Yep.
Look at that guy.
Cool.
Little hidden gem right there.
Yeah, keep an eye on these cases, I guess. Yeah.
A really solid week, guys. Everything from retro all the way to modern, a bunch of stuff to flip and resell to recoup some money, and we're adding more N64 games to the collection. A couple of things I want to talk about in that pawn shop pickup that we'll get to here in a minute, but I do want to go through value of the entire lot for the week and what we paid. So we spent $375.80, and we'll go through value very quickly. We got Batman Beyond at the flea market for $27 and some change after tax. Cannot believe this has went up to $52. $52 in value. Right here, we spent $8. There is $42 in value up here at this pawn shop pickup. This was $9.81 with a grand total of $50 in value, with this being the best one. This pawn shop pickup, we actually had a couple pawn shop pickups, which is good to see in today's time. We got all three of these games for $9 with $59 in value there. We got the 3DS Zelda variant. This guy is worth $135. And then moving up here, we added 3 N64 games basically at market value. These are worth 84 bucks and we spent 81. But if you got an N64 collection, you gotta have Smash, you gotta have Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2. Now, over here, this pawn shop pickup, thank you so much to Tommy for giving me the heads up on this. First off, a Switch? Really? A Switch for $149? I was like, why? Is it broken? No, it's not. It works great, and it was just super cheap. It almost felt a little sketchy. I'm like, I don't understand why that is only $149. Well, he ended up dropping the price to $139, which was awesome. Now, we went in because of the Skylanders Imaginators little bundle. This game, just this game alone, is worth 30 bucks, which is freaking crazy. I don't know who is still playing this, but people are. Well, some of these are actually worth a little bit. I think this one was worth about 10. I'm gonna give you kind of a value of everything, but this one right here is worth 20 to 25 bucks. I don't know. Again, I don't know who's playing this, but people still are. Grand total in that pawn shop pickup was $349, giving us a grand total of the week of $771 in value, which is awesome because again, we got stuff to flip, to resell, and we are adding more N64 games to the collection. Another great week, and I will say the pawn shops have been very kind to us. We're finding tons of stuff there at really great prices. Guys, as always, thank you for hanging out, for watching the video. Instead of going to the end screen, again, I'm gonna give you just a little bit more teaser footage of an episode you're gonna see very soon. Oh yeah, ooh, it actually comes with the tape.
Yeah.
You don't usually see it with the tape.
X-Files VHS, always cool to see.
I don't know exactly the date, but a Slimer, yeah, he's beautiful. This is pretty sick. Oh, dude, you never, ever see Big Bad Beetleborgs. Oh man, we hit the mother lode right here.